So once again, good evening sa ating lahat. So for our topic for today is T-beams. So yung T-beams po natin and tinatawag na irregular beams, yung mga code na gagamitin po natin dito is related po sa ating past topic which is yung singly/doubly reinforced beams. Okay? So, ibahan lang po kapag sinabing T-beams is static yung pagkabuhos. Ibig sabihin po yung top ng beam is the top of our slab. So, for example, pag regular beam lang po siya, regular. So, sa construction class, first thing, kine-create po yung ating beam itself. So, nilalagyan ng formas, then binubuhusan ng concrete. Pag matigas na po and tapos na pag sa ilang periodic days na kailangan, doon naman create yung slab which is nakapatong sa ating beam. No? Whereas kapag sinabing T-beams or irregular beams, sabay po or yung tinatawag na monolithic. So ibig sabihin yung forms or formas na prepare is nakasukat na para kay beam and nakasukat na din para kay slab. Para pagbuhos, literal na sabay makre-create si beam and si slab. Ibig sabihin, yung top of our beam, dito sa regular beam, ito yung top of our beam. This is our thickness or height, total height of our beam. Whereas kapag T-beams is kung ano yung height or top ng ating slab, yan na din po yung top ng ating beam. So, pag sinabing monolithic, ibig sabihin sabay po silang binuhos. So, binuhusan yung beam, syempre aapaw yan, papunta din sa ating slab. So, yung topic po natin ngayon is T-beams. Tapos na po tayo sa regular beam. So, for today, mahati po siya into two parts. We have design. Ibig sabihin, isosolve natin kung ilang bakal yung kailangan sa ilalim for tension bars. And meron tayong investigation. Ibig sabihin ng investigation is bibigyan na tayo ng bakal or area ng bakal, then investigate po natin kung ano yung maximum or yung kayang i-carry ng T-beam na yan. So, kumbaga, two topics tayo for today. So, before that, syempre, basahin po muna natin yung code or paano po sinusukat yung ating tinatawag na base ng flange. That is our BF. Diba? Kasi dalawa yung base natin dito. Base ng ating web and base ng ating flange. So, hindi po siya minsan binibigay, no? Ikaw po yung magsosolve ano yung base ng flange na kukunin natin. So, dalawa siya, base ng flange. Ito po yung nasa taas at is called as flange. Flange. Then, yung sa ilalim na part, ito po yung tinatawag na web. So, we have base sa flange, we have base sa web. So, for example, andito yung bakal natin. For example lang ha, that is, syempre, dalawa yung minimum. Sige. For example, dalawang dot. Ayan. So, from the top of our T-beam, papunta sa center of our bar, same pa rin po yung ating tawag sa kanya or variable is D or DE, effective depth. So, yung mga concept and yung mga formulas mostly po is same lang sa ating anong tawag dyan? Singly tsaka doble na beam design. Ayan, so let's proceed. Basahin po muna natin yung codes or provision ng T-beams. No? So, provision from 2010/2015. Same lang po sila sa NSCP natin. So, 408.11 is T-beam construction. In T-beam construction, the flange, yung taas na part, and web shall integrally or otherwise effectively bonded together. That's why sabi ko kanina, kapag T-beams siya, monolithic yung pagbuhos natin. So first is width of the slab effective as T-beam, di ba? Yung top na part is slab siya, pero sa T-beams may parte po ng slab na i-consider natin as part of the beam. T-beams, kaya naging letter T yung kanyang shape. So, shall not exceed 1/4 the span length of the beam and the effective hanging flange width on each side of the web shall not exceed, number 1, 8 times the slab thickness. Number 2, 1/2 clear distance to the next web. So ano po yung ibig sabihin niya? So kapag yung T-beams natin is, kumbaga, nasa gitna siya, ang una nating i-consider dapat yung BF natin, base ng flange. Haba ng flange, that is 1/4, shall not exceed 1/4 the span length of the beam. So, ibig sabihin, ito po siya. Length of beam over 4. So, etong naka-word po dito, naka-summarize po siya, ito po siya. Naka-formula na form. Next, sabi na 8 times the slab thickness. So, we have slab thickness. Pero sabi dito is nakalagay, yan, overhanging flange, 1/2 clear distance. So, may times 2 pa kasi siya. So, 8 times the slab times another 2 kasi sa kabila at sa kabila. That's why 16T. Diba? Ayan siya. So, BW, again ha, paano to na-create? Sabi kasi niya, yung ating sobra daw dito na part tsaka dito is 8T. 8T. Sa kabila, 8T. No, 8 times the slab thickness. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung BW natin. So, BW plus 8 times our thickness of our slab plus 8 times the thickness of our slab. So, that's why BW 8 plus 8 is 16. So, this is thickness of slab. So, that's why nabuo yung formula na yan. 16 T slab. Okay ba? So, yan yung eto. Next, 1/2 of the clear distance to the next web. So, ibig sabihin, yung total is 1/2 sa ating unsupported length. So, ln over 2. So, 8T siya. Pwede din siyang gawing ln over 2. Sa kabila is another ln over 2. Dalawa. So, that is BW plus ln over 2 plus ln over 2. That's why, as you can see in our formula, BW plus dalawang ln over 2. So, tatlo po yung ating pang-check kung ano dapat yung total base ng ating flange. BF. Yan ha. Yan code. Ginawang formula. Next, how about yung mga beams na nasa outer part? Siyempre, sa last part, as you can see in our figure, no, sa nasa pinaka-left po natin. So, in that span, siyempre, isang span lang yun. Hindi na siya literal na T. Para na siyang L na baliktad. Diba? Kasi isang span lang yung meron siya. So, paano pagsukat kapag ganyan? Sabi niya, for beams with a slab one side only, the effective overhanging flange width shall not exceed, so hindi daw pwedeng mas malaki sa 1/12 the span length of the beam. So, tingnan natin, ayan, BW plus length sa beam over 12. Diba? So, hindi po siya times 2. Kasi isang span lang, sa right side lang. Next, sabi niya, 6 times the slab thickness. So, ayan siya. BW, this is our BW. Plus, ayan, eto papunta dito is 60. Kanina, 8T plus 8P. Thickness ng slab. Kasi dalawa. Pero dito, one side only. So, BW plus 60. Then, last one, sabi niya, 1/2 the clear distance to the next web. So, yung clear distance is Ln divided by 2. So, Ln over 2. So, BW plus Ln over 2. So, yan po yung pag-solve ng ating length ng flange or BW. Okay, so next tayo. Isolated beams in which the T-shape is used to provide a flange for additional compression area shall have a flange thickness not less than 1/2 of width of web and an effective flange width not more than 4 times the width of the web. So, pag isolated lang po yan, ibig sabihin, same lang kanina, no, nasa dulo. So, next, where primary flexural reinforcement in a slab that is considered as T-beam flange, excluding joist construction, is parallel to the beam. Reinforcement perpendicular to the beam shall be provided in the top of the slab in accordance with the following. So, ano yung mga kailangan natin? First one, transverse reinforcement shall be designed to carry the factored load on the overhanging slab with assumed to act as a cantilever. So, for us isolated beams, the full width of the overhanging flange shall be considered. For other T-beams, only the effective overhanging slab width need be considered. Okay? So next, transverse reinforcement shall be spaced not farther apart. Ibig sabihin, yung reinforcement natin, hindi daw dapat malayo ng 5 times the slab thickness. So parang ano, no? Parang temperature bars, di ba? Sa one-way slab, 5H yung ating spacing must be lesser than 5H or ang spacing natin must be lesser than or equal to 450 millimeters. Ayan, parang temperature bars for one-way slab. Okay, so ito po yung mga na-discuss natin kanina, 'di ba? T-beams. So, yung slab, ito yung nasa taas. Ito yung mako-consider na base natin ng flange. So, yung area or yung length or yung parte ng isang slab, mako-consider siya as part of the beam. So, minimum flexural reinforcement, our area of steel must be greater than or equal to the square root of FC prime over 4FY base ng ating web. Diba? Again, kung lagyan natin ng arrow, this is our web. Then yung sa taas po, yung may parting may slab, that is our flange. Yan. Same dito, ito yung ating web yung nasa ilalim. Etong nasa taas, yung ating flange. Kasi palagi yung mababanggit. The base of the web, the base of the flange. So dapat alam mo, yan, kulang yung arrow natin. Dapat alam mo saan dyan si web and saan dyan si flange. Yan, yung sa top part. Okay, so if flange is in tension, ibig sabihin pagbaliktad, no, naka-tension daw, pero bihira po yung mangyari. BW is replaced by either twice our BW or the width of the flange, whichever is smaller. So, i-consider daw natin sino yung mas maliit. I-times 2 natin yung base ng ating web or yung ating flange. Kung sino yung mas maliit, siya yung i-consider na ating base. Okay, let's start. Again, we have 2 parts for this solving for today. We have investigation. Our first one is design. Second is investigation. So, eto, problem number 1. The floor system shown in the given figure is composed of parallel beams with span length of 4 meters. Span length, ibig sabihin kasi ito is naka-side view or cross-sectional view, pero kapag mag-side view po tayo, 4 meters po yung haba niya. I think gets naman ninyo. For example, ito yung ating beam, top view to class. So, ito, no, another beam. Ito yung 4 meters. 4 meters. Then, yan, sa figure na yan, naka-side view tayo or for example, anong tawag yan? Cross-sectional view, ito yung 3 meters. Ayan siya. So, baka sabihin nyo, mali na, sir, no? Mali po yan, sir, kasi 4 meters, dito 3 meters. Hindi po. Pag naka-side view, 4 meters. Pag naka-cross-sectional view, 3 meters. So, that is 300 mm wide, having an effective depth of 460. So, casted monolithically. So, ibig sabihin, di ba, pag monolithic, sabay ang pagbuhos kay slab and kay beam. That's why nagiging T-beams or T-beam siya with a concrete slab of 100 mm thick. So, eto, alam na natin, 100 mm. Eto, base ng flange natin. Base ng web is 300. Then, for our figure na reference, top papunta sa ilalim na bars natin is, that is 460 mm. For our reference. Ano pa yung binigay? Yun na. So, steel yield strength is 415 megapascal. Concrete strength F prime C or FC prime is 24 megapascal. If section is reinforced for tension only, determine the following if the beam carries a total factored load of 68 kilonewton per meter. So, ayun. Binigyan po tayo ng load, pinapadesign po sa atin kung ilan yung dapat na effective na flange. So, eto, ang hinahanap sa number 1 is yung BF, which is may formula naman din tayo kanina. Diba? 3 yung isosolve natin kung sino yung mas maliit. Diba? Kung sino yung mas maliit sa kanilang 3, yan yung pipiliin. Siya yung mas safe. So, number 2, the depth of compression block of T-beams. Ibig sabihin, di ba? Drawing ko siya ulit, class, na nakaseparate. For example, ito yung T-beam natin. Ayan. So, depth of compression block. So, alam natin yan sa ating topic na, tawag dyan, one way. Sa ating singly and doubly. Pag tinawag na compression block or depth of compression block, that is our A. No? So, isosolve pa natin. Yan. So, i-assume ko lang yung drawing. What if andito yung A natin? So, depth of the compression block. So, hahanapin natin si A. So, 0.03 yung binigay na sa atin na strain. Epsilon is 0.003. So, pasok po siya sa ating balanced zone. So, A balance. Lagyan ko na lang balance, no? The number 3, ano yung hinahanap? Area. the tension reinforcement area in order for the reinforcement reach the strain corresponding to Fy. So yung hinahanap kay number 3 is AS. Lagyan ko na lang siya ng balance kasi binigyan naman din tayo na epsilon is 0.003, so nasa balance condition siya. Okay, so I think kulang, no? Hindi naman kulang, bitin. So, dadagdagan ko po siya ng number 4 na question. Sulat ko lang dito, number 4 is number of bars. Use 25. Swap ko lang, number of 25 mm bars. Kasi bitin. AS lang yung hahanapin natin. So, step up natin, number of bars. Okay, start po tayo. First one is yung BF. Take note, hindi po siya nasa dulo, nasa gitna po silang lahat. So, yung gagamitin natin na formula is eto. Yung panggitna na formula. So, isa-isahin natin. So, for number 1, BF is equivalent to, unahin natin to, BW plus 2 times ln over 2. BW plus 2 times ln over 2. So, paki-calculator po, base ng ating web is 300 plus twice, dalawa. No? Ito yung BW, then dalawa na ln over 2. So, ating unsupported length is 3 meters. That is wrong. Diba? Pag sinabing unsupported length, so dapat kunin po natin ito papunta dito. Ito yung ln natin. So as you can see, BW natin is 300. So ang kalahati is 150. Sa kabila is 150. Diba? Gagamitan natin ng common sense. This one is 150. This one also is 150. So, ang ln po natin is 3,000 minus dalawang 150. Yan, divided by 2. Yan. So, paki-calculator po, what is our first BF? Yes, that is 3,000. Very good. 3,000 millimeters. Next, proceed tayo. Lagyan ko letter A. So, lagyan ko na lang. This is our letter A. B. This is our letter C. So, letter B po tayo. Kay letter B is BW plus 16T. BW plus 16 thickness ng ating slab. Yan. So, lagay natin, BF is equivalent to 300 plus thickness ng slab po natin is 100 or 16 times 100. So, what is our BF for letter B? Ayan, that's correct. 1,900 millimeters. Okay, last one, letter C. Ang letter C is length ng beam divided by 4. So again, this one is cross-sectional view. Yung length ng beam po natin, eto naka-side view or top view, kumbaga, is 4 meters. So that is 4,000 divided by 4. So obviously, that is 1,000 millimeters. So, base sa tatlo, saan po yung ating sagot? For number 1, sino yung pinaka-safe? Letter A, letter B, letter C. Yes, Yung BF po natin is 1,000 millimeters. So, meron na tayong sagot for number 1. That's correct. Okay, next. Number 2 po tayo. Sige, proceed po tayo. For number 2, ang hinahanap is depth. So, again, ito yung drawing natin. Drawing ko na lang po siya ulit. So, ito yung slab. Ito yung beam. Ayan siya. Okay? So, ang hinahanap po natin is yung A. So, assume natin yung drawing, nasa ilalim siya, pero may chance pa rin na nasa taas siya ng ating flange. Hindi siya nakatungtong sa web. Sige lang, that is just a drawing. So, paano natin to kukunin for number 2? So, binigyan po tayo ng strain na 0.003. So, ibig sabihin na nasa balance condition po tayo. So, solve po natin first si C. No, lagyan ko lang ng balance. Pero, formula pa rin yan. Diba? So, C balance is equivalent to 600. Diba? Formula natin to sa singlet tsaka doubly. Times effective depth divided by 600 plus Fy. Ayan. Diba? Pwedeng ganito yung formula, pwedeng yung 0.03D over 0.03 plus epsilon. Pero ang given naman din dito is Fy, so ito yung gagamitin natin na formula. So substitute po natin kaagad. That is 600. Effective depth po natin na binigay is 460 divided by 600 plus 415. So ano po yung ating C for balanced condition? 271.921. 271.921 millimeter. Ayan. So same pa din sa ating singly and doubly. Yung formula po natin for A, lagyan natin ng balance condition, is equivalent to beta 1 times C or balance condition. Parang ano lang yan, bal dyan. Para ma-recognize lang natin na balance siya. Pero pwede na din wala na yung bal dyan na word talaga. No? Same pa din yun. So, lagay po natin, beta 1 natin is 24 megapascal, which is less than. Diba? Same pa din. FC prime is 24 MPa, which is lesser than kay 28. So, we will be using 0.85 na beta 1 times 271.921. So, what will be the value of our A balance? Ayan. FC prime is 24 MPa. Therefore, beta 1 is 0.85. Which is lesser than 28. Diba? MPa. Yes, that is 231.133 millimeter. Ayan. Yun na. Ito na yung sagot. Final answer. So, tama yung drawing natin. Diba? Ang thickness ng ating slab is 100. So, sakto yung drawing nasa ilalim. So, nasa web. This is our web. Web. This is our flange. Flange. So, nasa web po yung ating tawag dito. Compression block. So, pag i-drawing natin yan, ayan, naka-shade to. So, in compression, yan lahat hanggang dito sa ilalim. Okay, next. Number 3. Tension Reinforcement Area, AS. Di ba? AS balance. Kasi naka-balance condition po tayo. So, same pa din sa concept natin ng one-way slab, sa concept natin ng singly beam and doubly, meron tayong bakal sa ilalim, so it will cause a tension na force, and meron tayong A sa taas, which will cause a force of compression. Diba? Same pa din. So, dapat po, syempre from statics, dapat yung ating force na compression is equal, no? Equivalent sa tension natin na force. So, C is equivalent to T. So, same pa din sa ating singly and doubly. Ano po ba yung formula ng ating compression? That is 0.85 FC prime times area ng ating shaded part, area ng concrete, or area ng ating compression block, equals, paano naman din yung tension natin na force based sa ating singly and doubly na topic, that is area ng steel sa ilalim, which is balance condition, multiplied by our Fy. Diba? So with this formula, makukuha natin yung kailangan natin, which is si AS balance. Okay, substitute na po natin. That is 0.85. FC prime po natin is 24. Area ng concrete, di ba? Naka-elementary naman tayo lahat. So, alam natin kung paano kumuha ng area. So, dalawa po yung area natin dito. Hatiin natin para mas madaling kunin. Area ng flange. Ano yung ating base ng flange? Base sa ating solving kanina, 1,000. Then yung base ng ating web is given 300. Okay, so unahin ko muna yung flange na area. That is a rectangle that is 100 times 1,000. Plus, how about ito na part? Yan, so, ano ko lang siya, i-highlight. Ito na part. Yung first part is yung shaded na naka-line-line lang. Yung second part is yung shaded na naka-shade talaga. Pero yung dalawa, compression block yan. Okay? So, paano yan kunin? So, ito sa baba na part, meron po tayong tinatawag na sukat na A minus 100. Di ba? Tama? This is our A. This is 100. So, A minus 100. Which is, nakuha na po natin si A, 231.133 minus 100. Times, syempre, rectangle, base times height. So, ang base natin is 300. Ayan, kompleto na. For compression. So, lagyan natin ng equals. Dito na lang, equals AS balance multiplied by Fy 415. So, please paki-shift solve sa inyong calculator what is our AS balance. So, that is correct. That is 6849.479. So, ito po yung area ng steel na kailangan for tension side. Diba? So, next. Yan na po yung sagot natin. Pero sabi ko kanina, dagdagan po natin ilan yung bakal na kailangan kapag 25 mm diameter yung gagamitin natin. So, madali lang, no? Number 4 is number of bars is equivalent to AS balance divided by area ng isang bar. So 6849.479 divided by 0.25 pi times 25 squared. So ano yung eksaktong lalabas sa calculator? Grabe, ang dami. Hindi yan kasya. Hindi yan kasya, class. So ang gagawin natin, no, increase po natin yung diameter ng bar. 300, no, tapos 13. Ang laki. Kasi naman din, ang laki naman ng factored load na binigay sa atin, no? Malaki masyado. So, increase natin yung number of bars. So, again, change natin. For example, yung pinapagamit sa atin is 36 mm na rebars. So, ilan dapat na number of bars? Yung nasa ilalim. Grabe, no? Ang laki na ng 36. Kasi din, malaki din to masyado yung load natin, no? That's why marami yung area na kailangan. Ayan, 6.729. So, round off po natin into 7 pieces. And final answer. So, hindi na po natin isosolve kung ipapatong ba siya or hindi, or 2 layers ba siya. Kasi ibang topic na din po yan. So, dyan lang po tayo mag-end, no? Kumbaga, number of pieces. Kasi pag titingnan, no, 7 kasi hindi yan kakasya. So, sige lang, dinagdag naman din po natin tong question na to. Kasi sa actual, kapag 7, hindi na yan kakasya, 300 mm. Diba? 36 times 7, no? Lalampas na yan. So, magiging double layer na siya or triple layer. Okay, so, never mind that. What if lang pinapahanap. Okay? So, proceed po tayo. Ayan, we're done with our first example. Yes po, round up po tayo kapag balance or actual or minimum na row yung ginamit. Kapag row max na singly or kumbaga pag one-way slab, yan yung mag-round down. Diba? Kapag row max kasi lumampas, doble naman yan. So, round up din siya pag doble. So, kumbaga, it depends talaga din sa situation natin. Okay. So, next, proceed po tayo. Number 2. A T-beam section has a flange width of 600 mm, flange thickness of 100 mm, width of web is 350 millimeters, effective depth of 535 millimeter, and a total depth of 600 millimeters. Use FC prime is 21 megapascal, and Fy is equivalent to 415 megapascal. The section is required to resist a total service dead load moment of 260 kilonewton meter and a service live load moment of 142 kilonewton meter. So, use 2010, same lang po siya kay 2015 na NSCP. So, ano yung mga pinapahanap sa atin? Number 1, determine the required nominal strength for the concrete beam section. So, pag sinabing nominal, that is our MN. Pag sinabing design strength, yan yung MU. Diba? Number 2, calculate the depth of the concrete rectangular stress block. So, sino yung hinahanap dyan? Si letter A. Diba? Height of our compression block. Number 3, determine the maximum height. So, ito is actual na height ni A. Ito, what if maximum yung gagamitin? So, that is A for maximum na tension control. Anong gagawin kapag maximum? Ibig sabihin po, ang gagamitin natin na epsilon is 0.005 o yung phi na gagamitin natin is 0.9. Ibig sabihin sa formula natin, di ba, may formula tayo. ang gagamitin is 3/8. Pero sa number 2 is yung actual na A yung hahanapin. Next, number 4, calculate the required reinforcement area. So, eto ha, for number 4, yung gagamitin natin na A is yung A na actual. Hindi yung A max, kumbaga side quest lang yan. A actual. Yan, gagamitin, makukuha natin yung ating area ng steel. Ano pa? 30. Next, determine the number of 28 mm diameter required as tension reinforcement. So, sa number 5, pinapahanap yung N. Okay, let's start. Drawing po muna natin. So, drawing ko muna siya. Ayan. So, himala, binigay kaagad yung base ng flange, BF. That is 600. So, we don't need to solve for this one. Next is flange thickness. Ito. Flange thickness or thickness ng ating slab. 100. Next is width ng ating base. BW equals 350. Then, ano lang to representation, hindi po isang bakal lang. Representation lang po yan. Ang ating total depth is 600. Ito ko ilalagay. Ayan, ito yung 600. Then, yung ating effective depth. Ayan, papunta dito. This is 535. Okay, ayan. So, determine the required nominal strength, Mn. So, for letter or for number 1, ilalim ko na lang siguro ilalagay. For number 1, Mn yung hinahanap based sa singly/doubly natin na topic, that is Mu divided by phi. Diba? Yan yung Mn natin. Mu over phi. Tapos, equals sa, ang Mu natin is 1.2 dead load plus 1.6 live load divided by phi. Ayan. So, equals. So, ang gagamitin natin na phi dito is tension side naman din po. So, 0.9 na tayo kaagad. Wala naman ding binigay na epsilon, no? So, 1.2 dead load natin is 260 plus 1.6 live load natin is 142 divided by 0.9. So, what is our Mn? 599.111. Ayan. Thank you for that. That is kilonewton times meter kasi moment. This will be our final answer. Next, number 2. A actual. So, same kanina, no? I-equal po natin siya. Pero ang problema natin, kung sa ilalim ba siya, so i-assume lang po muna natin, ito, assumption, na yung A natin is aabot sa web. Ibig sabihin, andito. So, assumption. Ayan siya. So, dalawa yung area natin. Yung compression block natin is etong shaded part na nakalinya-linya lang. Yan. And eto na mas madikit yung linya. Para dalawang area, no? Yan yung ating compression block. Okay? So, ang problema is yung A, di ba? A actual yung pinapahanap sa atin. Ano ba yung pwede nating gawin? Yung moment, no? Pwede natin siyang i-relate. Ito yung moment ng web. Nakuha natin is moment nominal. 'Di ba? MN, kasi ito yung kailangan niyang i-resist, is equivalent to moment ng ating web na part plus moment na sasaluin ni flange na part. Again, si web, itong mas madikit yung kanyang pag-shade. Si flange, itong malayo yung pagka-shade. So, dito tayo kukuha ng idea. Kanina po, again, kinuha natin yung A based sa ating compression and tension na forces. No? Dito, ang gagawin natin is galing sa ating moment mismo. So, paano ba to? MN 599, meron na tayo, no? Tapos, CW MF, meron na tayo. Ito, sa flange. So, kunin po muna natin si MW. Ayan, ito lang muna. Moment at web is equivalent to moment at nominal minus moment ni flange. So, that is 599.11 minus moment ni flange. Ano yung moment ni flange? So, i-compute po muna natin. Dito ko ilalagay. Moment ni flange is ito na part, yung shaded part ni flange, lalagyan ko ng arrow. Compression force ni flange. Sa ilalim niya is compression force ni web. Ayan, yan lang muna. So, paano ba siya maging moment? So, compression ni flange papunta sa ating effective depth. Ayan. This is our depth for our compression flange. Saan ba yung location ng force ni compression na flange? Nasa gitna. 'Di ba? So, ibig sabihin, 535 na effective depth minus kalahati ng 100. Ito yung magiging tawag dyan, lever arm natin. Okay, so MF is equivalent to area ng ating flange, that is 600. Lagyan natin ng 0.85 FC prime, diba? Times base times height times lever arm, which is 5D minus thickness ng ating flange over 2. Ayan. So, lagay ko lahat. MF is equivalent to 0.85. FC prime is 21. Base is 600. Height is 100. Depth, effective depth is 535 minus 100 over 2. Ayan. So, paki-calculator po. What is our MF? That is the moment based on our flange. Diretso na yan, na hindi na kayo nag-times ng 1,000 yan. Or dinagdagan ninyo ng divided by 1,000. Nag-divide na kayo ng 1,000 or nag-times or nag-divide? Nag-divide. Sige, lagyan ko this is all divided by 1,000 squared. Okay, so that is 519.5 435 naging kilonewton meter na siya. Ayun, meron na tayong MF. So, MW, moment based on our web na naka-shaded part, is equivalent to 599.11, 111, minus 519.435. So, what is our MW? Again ha, yung goal natin dito is yung A. So, ito yung dadaanan natin para lang makuha si A. Ayan, that's correct. 79.676 kilonewton meter. Okay? So, next, di ba? Ayan yung moment based on our CW times its lever arm. So, makukuha na natin. Di ba? So, kunin natin kung paano nakuha si MW. That is equivalent to sa ating, same pa din kanina, pero sa area na tayo ni CW, area na tayo ng flange, that is 0.85 times FC prime times base. Ang base na ginamit natin dito is base ng flange, dito is base ng web, times height. So yung height niya, hindi pa natin alam, no? Ito. Ito yung height na gagamitin natin, which is hindi pa natin alam. Multiplied by our lever arm. Ang lever arm po natin is kalahati ng height na to, dito papunta dito. So, paano yan kunin? If this is 100 and this one is A actual, so eto pala na part is A actual minus 100, tama? So, eto na part, another one, papunta dito is depth. Na isulat ko na lang diretsyon, no? Times ating lever arm. Lever arm. Okay. Dito natin ilagay sa baba. So, MW is equivalent to 0.85. FC prime is 21. Base ng ating web is 350. Height ng ating compression block na sa web na part is A actual. Yun ang hinahanap. Minus 100. Ayun. Lever arm. So, paano kunin si lever arm dito? Yung effective depth, si 535. Mag-deduct tayo ng kalahati ng A minus 100. That's correct. A minus 100 over 2. Ayan. MW, lagyan ninyo ng 79.676 times 1,000 squared. Ito lang. Ayun. Shift solve. What is our A actual? Ang need natin is lever arm. Ito yung nasa gitna niya. Ito yung hinahanap ko. Sino yan siya? 535. Dapat minus ito na part. So, sino yan na part? This one, which is same this one, is depth minus A up plus 100 over 2. Ayun. Ayun. Kasi pag minus, eto na part yung kinukuha natin, yung maliit. So, dapat plus siya kasi papuntang ilalim. Ayun. So, I hope na hindi pa na tanggal sa calculator ninyo Change lang po ito into plus, then paki-shift solve ulit. What is our A actual? Kasi plus siya. No? Depth minus A act plus 100 kasi minus 100 dito sa kabila. Then divided by 2. Ayun. Parang ginawang average, no? 'Di ba? Parang ginawang average. So, eto, gawin kong color green ha. Ang need kasi natin is the location of this one. Sa top, papunta sa center ng ating dito, sa gitna. So, ang pagkuha po niyan is average. A act plus 100, no? 100 plus A act, then i-divide mo sa 2. So, average na. Nasa gitna na siya. Okay. That's why A act plus 100 over 2. So, yes, paki-calculator. Ayan, that's correct. 130.379 millimeters. That is our final answer. Ayun, grabing brainstorming yan. So, save ko muna class, baka mawala. Then, proceed tayo kay number 3. Ayan, number 3. Determine the maximum height. Ayan, pinapahanap yung maximum height. So, ang gagawin lang po natin kay number 3 is A-max. Gusto niya tension control. So, madali lang po yan. Formula natin is beta 1, di ba? Beta 1 times C maximum for tension control. So, beta 1, kapag C max na tension control, that is equivalent to 3 over 8 depth total or yung effective depth. TE na lang yung ilagay ko, no? DE. Ayan, diretso. So, 0.85 times 3 over 8 times effective depth is 535. So, what is our A-max tension control? Ayan, that's correct. 170.531 millimeters. Ayan, final answer. Next, number 4. Pinapahanap yung required reinforcement area. Siyempre, required. So, A actual yung gagamitin natin. So, based on our figure kanina, we have CF, CW, dalawa, di ba? Then, dapat i-equal natin siya based on our bakal sa ilalim. That is our tension na force. So, statics, dapat equal po sila. Ibig sabihin, CF plus CW must be equivalent to our T. Kompleto naman din tayo, no? 0.85 FC prime. CF po na tayo na area. CF is sa flange, 600. Height, 100. Then, proceed tayo kay web. Ito. Kay web is 350 times height ng web, which is A act minus 100. Na-solve na natin si A actual 130.379 minus 100 equals our T. Ang T is AS natin times 415. Ayan. So again, isulat ko ang formula is 0.85 FC prime base times depth. equals AS times FY. So, eto po, sa ilalim, paki-shift solve what is our required area of steel. Yes, ayan, that's correct. 3,038.055 millimeters squared. Final answer. And last one for number 5, number of bars, N is equivalent to AS divided by AB1. So 3,038.055 divided by area ng isang bar is 0.25 pi, diameter is 28 squared. So, ilan yung number of pieces? Huwag munang i-round off. Ay, excited. Yes, that is 4.934, which is correct. Round up tayo, 5 pieces. Ayan, final answer. Ayan, that's correct. Very good, very good. Ayan, nakadalawang example na po tayo kay design. So, let's proceed kay investigation. So, what if bibigyan tayo ng, for example, ng area ng bakal, then isosolve po natin ano yung kaya niyang load na makarry. Diba? That is investigation. So, lagyan ko dito. For number 1, this is design. Number 2 is also design, diba? Maghanap tayo ng number of bars. Then, proceed tayo kay number 3. A precast concrete T-beam, section has a flange width of 600 millimeters, flange thickness of 100 millimeter, width of web of 300 millimeters, effective depth of 580 millimeters, and total depth of 650 millimeters. Use FC prime is equivalent to 21 megapascal, and Fy is equivalent to 415 megapascal. The section is required or is reinforced with 4 na 25 mm bars, diameter bars in tension. So, calculate the depth of compression block. Okay, drawing muna natin. So, this is investigation. Investigation. So, binigyan tayo ng cross-section T-beam. Ayun. Ang flange is 600. Ang thickness is 100. Web is 300. Effective depth, may 4 tayo na bakal. So, i-drawing ko na lang yung 4 na rebars natin. Effective depth. Ayun. 580. Tapos, ang total depth, ayan, 650. Ano pa? Yan. Okay. So, number 1, hinahanap yung depth of compression block. Alam natin yan. That is letter A. Number 2, compute for the strain in the tension steel. Yung epsilon. Yung hinahanap. Sa tension na side. So, ET. Number 3, design flexural strength. Design flexural strength. MU. Pag sinabing nominal, yan yung MN. Then, for number 4, pag 8 meters po daw yung beam natin, ano yung pwedeng ilagay sa gitna na point load sa mid-span? Pag dead load niya is 24, 1.2 dead load, 1.6 live load. So, yung hinahanap dito is PL, point load sa gitna. Okay, let's start. So kapag investigation class, we have two situation. Pwede yung A natin, di ba? Start tayo Number 1. Assume, dapat ang first assumption natin, si A is nasa loob ni flange. Thickness ng flange. So, ito po yung tinatawag na thickness ni flange. Itong 100. So, ang first assumption po natin, class, yung ating compression block is hindi lumampas sa 100. So, for example lang yung A po natin is nandito banda. Ito. So, di ba? Wala na yung mas straight, anak. So, again, ito, dito banda yung A natin. Hindi po siya lumampas. Ayan. Ito yung A natin. Ayan, hindi siya lumampas sa 100. Pero again, assumption natin yan. First assumption. So, syempre, nag-assume tayo, we need to check kung tama ba yung assumption natin. So, A is less than our thickness ng flange. Then, Fs po natin is equivalent ng ating Fy. So, kumbaga, yield siya. Lumampas ng Fy, so Fs equals Fy. Okay, check natin. So, kapag ganito, same sa ating one-way, same sa ating singly and doubly, yung ating compression na force from our compression block must be equivalent sa ating tension na force from our rebars. Diba? Okay, so C must be equivalent to T. Ayan. So, paano yung kunin yung C? 0.85 times FC prime times, ano yung height ng ating compression block? Si A. Times our BF. Kompleto na si C. Kay T is area ng ating steel sa tension side multiplied by Fy. Yun. Check natin kung hindi ba talaga siya lalampas sa 100. So, 0.85 FC prime po natin is 21. A natin, yan yung hinahanap. Base ng flange is 600. Area ng steel, eto, binigay. 4 na 0.25. 4 na 0.25. Wait lang, baka kunin yan mamaya. Solve ko na lang separately. 4 na 0.25 pi times 25 squared. Paki-calculator nga nito class na nakaseparate siya. Baka kasi pabalik-balik tayo ng pag-solve niyan. So, AS lang po muna. In terms of pi. Yes, that is 625 pi. Okay, substitute natin. 625 pi times 415. Shift solve. What is our A? Yes, that's correct. That is 76.083 millimeters. And by checking, yes po, hindi po siya lumampas sa 100 mm. So therefore, tama po yung assumption natin na si A is hindi lumampas kay thickness ni flange. So yan na yung sagot natin. Sir, what if pag-assume namin din lumampas siya? So pag lalampas po siya, we need to solve again na meron ng CF and CW. Same kanina, ito, CF, CW. So swerte, hindi lumampas, so tama na to. But again, you need first na mag-assume na hindi siya lalampas. hindi pwedeng mag-assume kaagad na lalampas kasi may chance na mamali ka, no? So, unahin mo muna na hindi siya lalampas. Okay, so since lumampas po siya, yes, pag lumampas, yan yun. Dalawa. CC, magiging ano siya, CF plus CW equals T. So, babalik ka sa umpisa pag lalampas. Sige lang, we have an example for that. But for now, hindi lumampas, so yan. Ito na yung letter A natin. Next, number 2. Ano yung hinahanap? Epsilon T. So, pinapahanap si ET, yung strain natin ng steel. Pwede nating i-relate. C can be solved. Yung C to na ano hindi to compression. Ito yung C na height, which is equivalent to A over beta 1, which is also equivalent to 0.003 times effective depth over 0.003 plus epsilon ng tension. So, ito po yung hinahanap natin, si ET. Si strain is epsilon. So, substitute po natin lahat. A, nakuha na po natin 76.083. Beta 1 is 21. Ibig sabihin, FC prime is 21 MPa, which is lesser than 28 MPa. So, ang gagamitin natin na beta 1 is 0.85. So, 0.85 equals 0.003. Depth na effective is 580 over 0.003 plus ET Paki shift solve. Yes, what is our ET? That is 0.1644. Ayan. So, this will be our final answer. Diba? 0.1 is greater than EY. Check natin. EY is FY over ES. I think 0.05 at try daw. 415 divided by 200,000. No? Para ma-check natin kung steel yields. 0.02. Diba? 0.20. Okay. So, which is greater than ET. Yes, greater than 0.00208, which is galing kay ET. This is our EY. So, therefore, okay siya, mas malaki. So, this is steel yields. Steel yield. So, ito yung sagot natin. Final answer. Checking lang yan, no? So, next, proceed tayo, number 3. So, for number 3, ano yung hinahanap? Design flexural strength, MU. So, kukunin natin si MU. Moment. Moment is force times lever arm. Ito. Meron na tayong force. So, MU is equivalent to phi times MN. Diba? So, ang MN natin is phi times yung compression times its lever arm. Ayan, yun yung gagamitin natin. So, si compression is 0.85 times Fy, ay Fc prime, times base ng ating flange times depth A. Itong shaded part yung sinusolve natin, class. Times A times lever arm. Ang lever arm natin is effective depth. Ito yung lever arm natin. Nasa gitna. This is effective depth minus, ito yung A over 2. Ayun. So, this is D minus A over 2. Okay, substitute natin lahat. Phi is 0.9. Pwede naman din to. Pwede ding ASFY. Same lang siya, ilagay ko lang. Pwede din siyang phi ASFY then D minus A over 2. Ayan, same lang po yan siya. Diba? Same naman din si C tsaka si P. So, ito na lang gamitin ko, AS para mas madali. AS po natin is 625 pi. FY is 415. Again, pag ito yung gagamitin mo, same lang yung lalabas. Effective depth is 580 minus A na solve natin, 76.083 divided by 2. Ayun. I think i-divide to lahat sa 1,000 squared para kilonewton meter kaagad. So, what is our MU? Ayan, that's correct. 397.454 kilonewton meter. Ayan, that is our MU. Final answer. Next, meron na tayong MU. Number 4. Ano po daw yung kaya niyang i-carry na point load? Okay, so drawing po muna natin para meron tayong reference. Simply supported, hinge, tsaka roller. Meron tayong uniformly distributed load galing sa ating dead load. And gusto niyang lagyan ng point load, PL, sa gitna. This is 8 meters. Okay? Gamitan lang natin ng formula, no? So, dead load natin is self-weight. Diba? Ang self-weight po natin is, eto, binigay, 24 kilonewton meter na DL. So, ang ilalagay po natin is MU is equivalent to 1.2 dead load plus 1.6 live load. So, MU is equivalent to 1.2. Dead load natin is WL squared. Diba? WL squared over 8 kasi uniformly distributed load. Plus 1.6. Live load natin is point load. So, PL times L over 2. Over 4. Diba? Correct me if I'm wrong. Formula. PL over 4. Over 4? Over 2. Correct me if I'm wrong. Point load. Moment. Divided by 2. Tapos another divided by 2. So, PL over 4. Okay? So, ayun. Ilagay natin. MU is equivalent to 1.2. WU natin is 24 kilonewton per meter. Length natin is 8 meters squared divided by 8. WL squared over 8. Plus 1.6 times PL. Yun yung hinahanap. Length is 8 over 4. Ayan. Ay, pakilagyan. MU natin is 397.454. Shift solve, what is our PL? Yes, paki-double check. That is 52.204. So tama tong PL over 8. PL over 4 for maximum moment per 4-point load. Kilonewton. Ayan, final answer. Ayun, we're done with our number 3 problem. Let us proceed po sa ating last problem for this topic. So again, class, proceed po tayo sa ating last example for this topic. So this is also investigation. Okay, so a precast concrete T-beam section has a flange width of 600 mm. Same lang ba sila? Same lang, no? Flange thickness of 100 mm, width of web of 350 mm, effective depth of 580 mm, and total depth of 650 mm. Use FC prime is 21 equals 21 megapascal and Fy is 415 megapascal. The section is reinforced with 5 28 mm diameter bars in tension. Number 1, calculate the depth in rectangular stress block. A pa rin, hinahanap. Same lang sila, no? Compute force strain in the tension steel, EP. Calculate the design flexural strength, that is MU. Then number 4, determine the total factored uniform load including the beam's weight. Okay, so hindi na po siya PL yung pinapahanap, yung WU na po yung pinapahanap. So yung dead load tsaka live load na uniformly distributed load daw siya. So literal na WL squared over 8 na lang to. Okay, let's start. Same po kanina. Drawing tayo ng T-beam. Then again, first step is to assume na yung ating compression block na height, which is si A, is hindi lalampas sa ating BF. Ay, hindi lalampas sa thickness ng F. Thickness ng flange. So this is our TF, which is equivalent to 100. Ito yung mga bakal natin, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will be our effective depth. This is, where are you? 580 na depth. Base ng flange natin, BF, 600. Ano pa? Total height, 650. Ayun. So again, para makausad tayo, number 1, assume yung ating A is lesser than our thickness of flange. Ibig sabihin, andito lang po daw banda yung ating compression block. Oh, ayan. So, eto po daw yung A natin, napakaliit. Pero, try natin kung dyan lang ba siya talaga. Hindi ba siya lalampas papunta sa web. So, same literal na process po kanina. Paano yun? Same. C equals T. Diba? Magkakaroon po tayo ng force compression. Ito magkakaroon ng force tension. So, C equals T. Compression natin is 0.85 FC prime times base ng flange times A. or parang baliktad, no? Pero same lang din yan. Okay, baliktad na lang natin. ABF. Diba? Ayan. Equals AS times FY. Same kanina, solve po muna natin si AS. 0.25 pi. Diameter is 28 squared. Paki-calculator po, what is our AS? Ayan, correct. That is 980 pi. So, ilagay po natin dito lahat. 0.85, FC prime is 21. A is yung hinahanap. BF is 600. AS is 980 pi. FY is 415. Shift solve, what is our A? Tingnan natin kung lalampas siya sa thickness ng flange. O yung thickness ng ating slab. Ayan, that's correct. 119.298. Again, pwede pa rin humabol kahit nasulat ko na yung sagot. So, as you can see, yung A po natin is greater than. Baliktad. Greater than the thickness of our flange. So, therefore, wrong assumption. X. So, ibig sabihin, balik po tayo sa umpisa. Mali po yung drawing natin kasi lumampas po siya sa ating thickness ng flange. So, ang gagawin ko, i-delete ko ito lahat. So, balik tayo sa umpisa. Wala tayong magagawa, no? So, continuation, again, i-drawing ko po siya ulit. Then, yung assumption natin is, siyempre, mali yun kanina, ibahin natin. So, number 1, assume na yung A is greater than our thickness of flange, TF. So, ibig sabihin, same lang yung drawing. Ito yung BF natin, 600. 5 bakal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ang cute ng bakal. Ito yung thickness ng flange, 100. Ito yung depth, 580. Ito yung total depth, 650. Ano pa? Wala na. Okay. So, again, ulitin po natin, pero yung ating A, i-assume po natin na lumampas kay TF. Siyempre, wala tayong choice. Mali yun kanina. So, for example po daw, andito yung location ni A. Ayan, lumampas po siya kay TF. So, same po kanina. Ayan, dalawang area. First shaded part is yung ating flange area. Second shaded part is our web na area. So, ibig sabihin, dalawa yung ating force sa compression. Compression ni flange and compression force ni web. Then, syempre, sa ilalim, magre-react yung ating bakal si tension. Okay, so imbis na C equals T, magiging CF plus CW equals T. Di ba? Madadagdagan. Okay, so start tayo kaagad. CF na area. Same po kanina. Gagawin natin is 0.85 FC prime times area ng ating concrete is equivalent to our area ng steel times our Fy. Okay, unahin natin, ipagsabay na lang natin silang dalawa, 0.85 times 21. Unahin ko muna si concrete na flange na area. That is 600 times 100. Next, kay web na area, hindi pa natin alam. A minus 100. Diba? Yan yung height. Ang base is eto, BW. Ano ba yung BW natin? Dagdagan ko sa drawing BW is, where are you? 350. 350. So this is 350. Same kanina, meron tayong AS. 0.25 pi 28 squared. Sabi ninyo kanina, 980 pi. So, sa baba ko na lang ilagay equals 980 pi times 415 na FY. Ayan, shift solve. What is our A? Yes, that's correct. 133.083. 133.083 millimeter. Diba? Lumampas na. Greater than siya sa TF natin, which is 100. So, tama yung assumption natin. Check. So, this will be our final answer. Ayan. So, yan siya. Kapag mali yung assumption, balik ka sa umpisa. So, gawin mong greater than. Okay, next. Anong hinahanap? A, then our epsilon T. So, same po kanina. Diba? Formula ng ating number 2, C. C na height, hindi po siya C na compression force is equivalent to A over beta 1 equals 0.003 depth over 0.003 plus epsilon sa tension side. So, same po kanina. Siyempre, input natin lahat and then shift solve. 133.083. Beta na gagamitin natin. FC prime is 21 megapascal. Less than po siya sa 28 megapascal. So, ang beta na gagamitin, beta 1, is 0.85. 0.85 equals 0.003. Effective depth is 580 over 0.003 plus epsilon T. Shift solve. Ayan, what is our epsilon T? Ayan, that's correct. That is 0.00811. Di ba yung pang-checking natin kanina is Fy over ES? Same lang po yan kapag i-compare natin kay maximum na E. No? Yung maximum natin, 0.05. 0.005 na Emax. Okay, greater than siya, ibig sabihin, still yields. Therefore, still yield. Therefore, phi is 0.9. Then, Fs equals Fy. Then, tension control. Daming, conclusion. Okay. Ito yung sagot kay number 2. Ayan. So, I think malapit na tayong matapos. For number 3, pinapahanap po si design flexural strength. Sino yan? Si MU? Ayan, MU. So, MU is just force times lever arm. We have M galing kay F. Sino yun? Si flange. And meron tayong M galing kay W. Sige, unahin muna natin si flange. So M flange is equivalent to C flange times its lever arm, which is D minus A over 2. Diba? Siya yung madali. Ito po si C flange. D minus A over 2. So, paano kunin si CF? CF is 0.85. FC prime A. Hindi. BF times TF. BF times TF times D minus A over 2. Okay, substitute natin lahat. 0.85, 21 base of flange is, where are you? 600. Thickness ng flange, 100. Lever arm, 580 minus A. Nakuha natin kanina. This is our A. Ay, hindi A over 2. 100 over 2. No? Kalahati ng kanyang thickness. Diba? So, si CF papunta kay T is D minus TF over 2. Imagine mo lang yung kanyang class, lever arm. Diba? Ito, kalahati. So, this is TF over 2. So, 100 over 2. Ayun. Then, i-divide mo sa 1,000 squared. So, what is our moment based on our concrete sa flange? 567.630 kilonewton meter. So, next is moment from our web, MW. CW, then ating lever arm. Ito papunta dito. No? 'Di ba? Ito nasa gitna siya ha. Lagyan ko ng color green. Nagre-react siya sa gitna. Ayan. Etong CF, ito, nagre-react din siya sa gitna. Ayan. So, ang problema po natin is paano kunin yung dito papunta dito. Alam na natin yun kanina, no? I-average natin. TF, ito papunta dito sa gitna is TF plus our A divided by 2. Ayun. So, ito na distance is depth minus TF plus A over 2. Ayun, meron na tayong lever arm. So, ang formula dito is D minus TF plus A over 2. Then, ang CW is 0.85 FC prime. Paano yung ating base? BW. Paano yung ating height? Ang height natin is A minus TF. A minus TF. Times, eto, yung lever arm. D minus TF plus A over 2. Ayan, i-substitute natin yan lahat. 0.85, 21, yung BW natin, 350, A, 133, 0.083, minus 100, times depth, 580, minus TF, 100, plus 133.083 over 2. Ayun, what is our MW? Then, syempre, lagyan ng divided by 1,000 squared para kilonewton meter. Ayan, yes, that's correct. 95.790. 95.790 kilonewton meter. Ayan, malapit na tayong matapos. So for MW or MU, yung hinahanap, that is phi times MN. Diba? Which is ang MN is MF plus MW. Ayun. So MU is 0.9 phi because of this, di ba? Nakuha natin 0.9. MF is 567.630 plus MW is 95.790. So what is our MU? 597.078. Very good. 597.078 kilonewton meter. Final answer. Ayun. We are down to our last unknown or hinahanap. So, again, number 4 po, yung hinahanap natin is WU. Diba? Same pa din. Assume po natin na number 4, uniformly distributed load sa isang simply supported 8 meters. MU, kapag uniformly distributed load, what is our formula? Maximum moment for uniformly distributed load in simply supported, yes, that's correct. WU L squared over 8. Ayan, substitute po natin lahat. 597.078 equals WU 8 squared over 8. Shift solve. What is our WU? Ayun, that is 74.635 kilonewton per meter. That is our final answer. Ayan, we're done. So again, thank you so much for listening. I hope that you have learned something for this day.